Hey, this is WFIN's Matt Demchek in Dunkirk, where the cleanup continues. After earlier this afternoon, a semi went clear through a house and then clipped this Marathon right behind me. So we're going to turn this around and give you a view of the scene here in just a second. But once again, this happened at about 12:40ish, I'm being told, this afternoon. A semi was coming from, it was heading northbound on US 68. And it looks like it went off the right side of the road right before State Route 81 and went through this house over here that I'll show you in just a second, and then clipped this Marathon here. So that's the situation here, and they're still cleaning up the scene and will be for quite a while. So I'm going to turn this around now and give you a view of the scene in Dunkirk, but it's pretty wild down here. So let me turn this thing around for you if I can find the button. All right, so this is the view of the scene here. Now we're looking southbound here. That's looking southbound on 68 here. So this is the house that this semi went through. And there's a lot of noise out here. Don't know if you can hear me okay or not, but hopefully it's all coming through. But yeah, it appears that the semi was heading northbound, went off the road, went through this house, sent one person in the house flying out into the road, I'm told, and then the semi, here's the semi. So that is what's left of the semi after it looked initially like it hit the Marathon, but what I'm being told and what you can see from here on the scene, it looks like it just really clipped, took down the awning there. But one person in the semi was transported, I'm being told, and the person who was tossed out of the house was also transported. And I haven't been able to confirm this, but friends on the scene of the person in the house say he has been released from the hospital. We're working to confirm that, but the friends would know. So as of now, it looks like there's no fatalities from this. Of course, that's preliminary, but and you can see the crash investigators on the scene sorting through all the wreckage and everything. I just talked to a woman who was one of the cashiers in the Marathon, and she said it literally came within maybe a foot or two from where she was. If it would have been just a few feet inside there, it would not have wouldn't have been good for her. So she's a little shaken up, but she's okay. So again, this is the scene here in Dunkirk. This is US 68. This is northbound that way, southbound that way, and going left to right here is State Route 81. So let's get you a little closer to the damage on the house here, see if you can see it a little bit better. Let's take a walk to the other side of the house and see if we can check out the where it went into the house. You can see it took down some power lines. It took down I don't know if it took down any trees. I think it was just it's that power pole it took down, and then the debris is here. And of course, don't want to step on that. So we're definitely staying on the other side of the tape, obviously, that the sheriff's office and other authorities have put up. But you see that it's still blocked off. The sheriff's deputy's cruiser blocking traffic northbound here. So it looks like it came off right here, hit this power pole right there, and just kept on going. And that's the back of the house. So again, if you're just tuning in, we're in Dunkirk. There was a semi through a house. It happened at about 12:30, 12:40 this afternoon, and the cleanup is going to be going on for a while. What we're looking at right now is traffic, that stopped traffic. We're looking southbound on 68. The traffic is heading northbound. And apparently at about 12:40 this afternoon, a northbound semi on US 68 here in Dunkirk went off this side of the road, hit this utility pole, kept on going, went through this house, and hit the Marathon, or I should say clipped the Marathon. It seems like it's really just the awning of the Marathon that was hit, thank goodness, or this could have been a fiery disaster. But I'll walk around to the other side here and give you another angle of the damage. Yeah, I see Maria asking, did he lose control of the semi? Well, I mean, not sure exactly how it happened, of course. That's in the preliminary stages, but doesn't look like there's any skid marks, so I don't, well, there's a little bit of a skid mark up there. But, yeah, I really don't know how this all happened. Whether, yeah, that's all still up in the air, whether he just lost control, or whether brakes went out, or, I mean, there's just a myriad of things that it could have been. But it doesn't look like as he was getting closer to the house, it looks like he was braking or not, but there's some rivets right there where he entered the ditch, but that's why the investigation is underway by the authorities and the crash investigators, going to try to find out exactly what led to this, how this happened. Here, we'll go ahead and give you another angle of the impact and the damage to this house. Again, we were told by a friend of the person who was in this house that they were thrown from the house about 20 or 30 feet out here, and then they were life flighted to a hospital, but also heard that they were released from the hospital, trying to confirm that, but that's what a friend of the person in the house told us. And also the driver of the semi was taken to a hospital as well. We were told that he was up and walking around after the crash. So as of now, of course, we need to confirm this, but as of now, it looks like there's no fatalities from this, which when you see the devastation here, that's pretty much a miracle. Looks like one of those natural gas explosions or something that you would see, but it was just Not a gas explosion. It was a semi through this guy's house. Clear through the house. Okay. Okay. Now this fellow wants us to get back, so we will definitely get back. I don't know what tape he's talking about. I'm behind the tape, but we will definitely obey the authorities here. They got a lot on their hands, that's for sure. All right, so let's go ahead and walk back to where I started this, because we can't cut through there because that's where all the damage is. Can't really cut around the marathon that way because you have to walk all the way around some houses. So and Pamela, not sure how long ago you said that, Pamela. Where did this happen? Once again, we're in Dunkirk at the intersection of US 68 and State Route 81, right here in Dunkirk. And there was a northbound semi that went off the road here and went through the back of this house, came out the front, and then clipped the marathon on the other side there, injuring 2 people. So that is the situation. Happened at about 12:30 or 12:40-ish is what I'm hearing this afternoon. And this cleanup and crash investigation is going to be ongoing for quite a while, obviously. So one more time to reiterate, we're in Dunkirk. We're looking northbound right now on US 68, coming up on the intersection of State Route 81 here. And there was a northbound semi at about 12:30 this afternoon, went off the right side of the road, took out this power pole, went through the back of this house, came out the front of the house, sent one person about 20 or 30 feet into the air and into the street. He was taken to a hospital. A friend of his says that he was released from the hospital, and then the driver of the semi was also transported. And people on the scene told me that about 4 years ago or so, this is before my time covering the news in Northwest Ohio, but I guess there was a vehicle that hit the pumps here and caused a fire about 4 years ago, 3 years ago or something. So it doesn't sound like they have the best luck here at this intersection. And also people on the scene that live in this area say this stretch of they tell me the stretch of US 68 from here down to Kenton is not exactly the safest stretch of roadway that they've ever seen. So yes, that is true. Tim Ross posted that, yeah, 68 is closed south of 30, and that is true. You can't get, you can't get right up to this intersection. So don't even try to get close to the intersection because they're turning people around. So yeah, but this is where we are right now, though, at US 68 and State Route 30. But yeah, they have the road. The road's blocked off before you get closer. Yeah, Robin says it's really bad, but it could have been worse. I mean, that's kind of a cliche, but it's kind of the situation here. Yeah, I mean, it's a good way to put it. I mean, this could have been a disaster if you think about all the ways this could have ended. I mean, it's pretty horrible, but with all the gas lines, with all the gas pumps, I mean, it could have been very, very, very bad.